Hello, world. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. Welcome.
Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you are in the world, a warm welcome to our show. This is the McAndrew Leadership 101. Basically, we would like to take the opportunity to introduce ourselves, share about our services, and also respond to any questions you might have. And we'll also explore opportunities to collaborate with you guys going forward. Today, I'll be your host, Mustafizur Rahman. I'm the CEO of McAndrew Leadership. Basically, a group of wonderful people joining me as well. They're my colleagues. Basically, they're also co-hosts for today's session. And I would like to introduce my colleagues. Colleagues, would you mind going one by one?
Sure thing. Well, I can start. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our live event today. I'm James. I'm a development researcher here at McAndrew Leadership, and I'm very excited to be here today. Today, I'll be taking you through our general outline of our services, or that is a selection of our services. But by no means the full extent of our services. We've got lots of exciting stuff that we can offer you, and I'll be giving you a brief overview of some of those. And then later on, I'll be going through in more detail, in particular, our corporate social responsibility services that we can provide. So I'm happy to be here today, and I very much hope you enjoy this event and get a lot out of it. I hope you enjoy.
Brilliant. Thank you. Barney, over to you.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Barney. So I'm the client care coordinator here at McAndrew Leadership. So I do work related to institutional grant writing, some stuff related to CSR as well, and then also some copywriting work as well. So I'll be going through a couple of those services today. But yeah, really looking forward to meeting you all, and hopefully today you get a really good introduction to McAndrew Leadership and what we offer. Yeah, so really happy to be here and happy that you're all joining us as well.
Thank you, Barney. Also joining us, Catherine.
Hi. So I'm Catherine. I'm a donor coordination officer at McAndrew Leadership. So yeah, like my colleagues, I'll be going through what services we have to offer. In particular, my focus, which is the donor mapping. So I'll be explaining what that is and how that can benefit you and your organisation.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. We don't lead, but we empower. Also joining us, our honorable chairperson and founder, Mr. Saif Ahmed.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon for in UK and Europe, and good morning for USA, Mexico, and the Latin America, and good evening perhaps in Asia Pacific region. Welcome everyone, and it is first our trial to introduce what McAndrew does, and I will in due course when the host of Mustafiz asked me, I will tell you the background of McAndrew, how it came about. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Also joining us, our media and communication advisor, Tarek. Tarek, would you like to say hello?
Yeah. Hello, myself Tarek, and I'm Media and Communication Advisor of McAndrew. I'm honored to be a member of this company, and I do believe together we will build a professional and socially strong communication, which can make your company more glorified, effectful, and successful in future. So we're welcoming everyone all over the world. Come and join with McAndrew. Let's make a future, a well-controlled, beautiful future.
Thank you. Dear friends, those who are actually watching us, it means you care. And McAndrew Leadership has a very exciting story. It's not only a company, it's basically a family. and the vision that we have in order for us to do our part in making this world a better place, we are really striving hard. And if you look at our core values, trustworthy, collaborative, innovative, and supportive, we just don't want to talk about it. We want to live by the true values going forward every day. And actually today, my colleagues will run you through some of the services that we offer. And I'm sure you might have questions, comments. Please feel free to put in the chat box. And obviously we can stay in touch later on. And James, may I invite you to give an overview of our general services? Thank you.
Yes, I'd be happy to. So our CEO just put it recently, a few minutes ago. McAndrew, we take the ethos of we don't lead so much as we empower. We strive to do more for our clients across the world, wherever, on various different locations, southern hemisphere, northern hemisphere, east or west. We're here to help you, and we're here to help your organisation, and we're here to help any organisation that you might be, from sort of NGOs, non-for-profits, but also private companies. So by all means, get involved, contact us, reach out to us. We're here to help wherever you come from. And so although we are a consultancy and training agency, we are more than that. It was mentioned earlier again, we're a family, we're a movement, we're all these things. And so I'll just go over our sort of general services. As I said earlier, it's just a general selection, by no means an exhaustive list. A few of our key services I'll go over now. So first of all, you might be asking why come to us, why choose us? Well, good reason is that we have decades of experience at our disposal, highly specialised team, highly specialised members within the team, and we can offer you, each one of us, sort of high quality support for your organisation, and again in a wide range of areas, a wide range of different areas. Once more, if you're sort of, whether you're a small NGO looking for support, looking to upskill your staff, for example, we can help you, or whether you're more of a private corporate entity who needs support in developing sort of organisational strategy, whatever it might be. Once again, we're here to help you and take you to the next level. So once again, our mission is to empower organisations more than just lead. So services we offer, give a brief rundown. Copywriting, we offer copywriting services, business strategy services, advice on how to sort of plan and strategize for your business. We offer branding support, how to brand your organization, how to effectively sort of promote yourself and promote your brand. We offer services to help support your communications, your brand's communications, or social media in particular. That's an area where we very much can help you. Coaching, mentoring, sort of mentoring you in ways in which to further your business transactions. We, as was mentioned earlier, we provide corporate social responsibility services as well, or CSR, as it's known to most people today. We offer marketing advice, communications marketing advice, services to help you once more sort of effectively communicate and market your organisation. As I mentioned earlier, we offer donor mapping services. If you're an NGO, if you have a particular project or a particular cause that you're passionate about, and wherever it is in the world, we're here to help you find the donors to fund that project. Again, wherever it might be. So those are just a few of our services. I'll perhaps leave it there, and we can sort of go into more detail on each one of those. me, myself, and my colleague. So by all means, stay tuned. There's more good stuff coming up.
Amazing. Thank you, James. Yeah. Well, the audiences might have one question, that whether McAndrew is like a jack of all trades. Look, the thing is that we have been in this business for some time, and the people working with us, for example, like our chairperson and some of our consultants and core team members, as well as our people from our network, they are extensively experienced, qualified, and they have certain area of expertise in those areas, actually to inspire, help, support, and serve you, given the services that we have mentioned. And to tell you frankly, this is not an exhaustive list of our services. We have more services, and we are happy to customize your need. Like, it doesn't matter whether you represent a charity company, non-profit, or private sector companies, but we'd like to give a heads up around our flagship services today, our premium services, for example, copywriting, corporate social responsibility, CSR services, marketing, communication, donor mapping, organizational development, institutional grant writing, and most importantly, training. Training is an area where truly we have massive expertise. So just to begin with, Barney, over to you again. Why don't you tell us more about copywriting? What does that mean?
Sure. Yeah, no problem at all. So yeah, copywriting. I mean, so to start off, I guess it's important to say that sort of making your organisation stand out at the moment. I'm sure a lot of you watching the call today will agree is becoming more difficult than ever, and making your organisation stand out, especially with more starting out than ever before at the moment, it's becoming harder and harder to show your audience how you're different and why your audience should support you. So that's where copywriting comes in. So it shows your audience actually how you're different. It raises awareness of your cause specifically, and then it does so really quickly and easily as well. So it's a really effective way of really reaching your audience quickly and easily. So in terms of what copywriting actually is, so it's simply kind of the process of using words to persuade and influence others. So if you're giving like a few examples, it could be for an email or a blog post or website page, or LinkedIn timeline post, or a video script or a letter. So the power of copywriting is immense, to be honest. So it can really successfully sell your brand as well in a number of different ways. So if we're talking about some of the examples of copywriting, so firstly, there's sales copywriting, which really involves using your written words to convince someone to take an action. Okay. So it's sort of, for example, a landing page where you get someone to click a button to buy something. So having like a headline on that button to say buy here, and then also a statement next to it to get people to buy quickly. So that's an example of sales copywriting, and that's something that we can offer at McAndrew Leadership, and is one of the services that we provide to help you increase your sales, to get people to click that buy button, and yeah, to buy into what you're talking about as well. And the words behind that are really important. So it's not academic writing as well. So it's just writing the way you talk, really simply, doing so in a simple and casual way. And it can't be too complex. That's the great thing about it, is it's better if it's simple and casual as well. And we can show you how to do that in a really good way, and get to grips with it really quickly as well. So it's writing to sell, so with an intention and a purpose as well. So a great quote is that copywriting is closing in print as well. So it's having a really short, sharp, simple and casual way to really get a reader to buy into what you're trying to put out there as well, and get your audience to buy into what you're doing. So yeah, there's sales copywriting, and then also we can support you on content writing as well. So it's writing more meaningful content for your charitable cause. So high quality content is one of the best ways to really cut through the noise and all the competition out there in the charity sector and in other sectors as well. So to really make your organisation stand out in the marketplace, it's a proven way of building a really strong customer base as well. You know, everyone always needs content that educates, that informs, and that entertains as well. So we can absolutely help you with that, and we can help you to provide content that creates a relationship with your audience and get new fans as well. So consistent content's really key in order to stay relevant, whether you're an entrepreneur or whether you're a company. having up-to-date content that's really concise and gets to your audience quickly is really important. And McAndrew Leadership has really brilliant content writers throughout the organisation who can either pay by the project or per batch as well. So it's whatever suits your organisation best. And then finally, we've got social media writing as well. So if you want to effectively promote your organisation via social media writing or publishing something on social media, that's absolutely something we can help you with as well. So if that's writing Facebook posts, Instagram captions, YouTube descriptions, LinkedIn articles, anything like that at all, we can help you with. So it's really vital to understand the subtle differences between each platform as well. So obviously you can't just copy one text across the whole platform because you're talking to many different audiences, and McAndrew Leadership can help you specifically with sort of navigating those different audiences, working out which one to use for which audience, and helping to build an audience on each of them in their own specific way. Okay, so that's definitely something we can help you with as well if you're looking for that. So in general, whether it's your organization's website, whether it's your social media, email newsletters, whether it's sales, whether it's content writing, we can support you to deliver really clear and engaging content as part of our copywriting services to really highlight your niche and advance your goals. So we're really determined throughout the organization to use our experience and knowledge of copywriting to create persuasive content for organizations across the charity sector, for-profit, public and private sectors as well. So what's really important about our service as well is that it's completely tailored around you and your company. So your focus, your niche, your audience as well. So therefore, our starting point would just be understanding your needs, your audience, and what you want to achieve as well. I think that's what really makes us stand out. It's completely based around you, your needs, your audience, and what you want to achieve. So that's the essential basis for all successful copywriting as well. So from there, we can help you to produce really persuasive copy and bring really great results as well. So even if it's just one or two areas, so it could just be creating one catchy sales page, it could be creating a clear and concise website content, or just the odd sweet and short social media post as well. That could be anything that helps your organization stand out from other organizations as well. And it's really important to say this is definitely something that's catching on more and more. So you want to be getting into copywriting as soon as you can. So only a small number of organizations have actually fully sort of cottoned on to the benefits of copywriting as well. So get involved as soon as you can, and McAndrew Leadership can really help you with that. So now is a better time than ever to act. So yeah, get in contact with McAndrew Leadership if you'd like some help with your copywriting services, and we can really push that forward for you.
Excellent. Thanks a lot, Barney. Barney is basically one of our top-notch copywriters. He's very good at that. And Barney, why don't you highlight some of the clients that we have dealt in the past, and maybe like on your behalf, I can tell with our distinguished audiences that yes, copywriting is such an exciting piece of work. Actually, many people unfortunately don't know about the power of copywriting, and there are instances client paying over £1,000 just to write 300 words, because those 300 words extremely powerful, and the return on investment is manifold. And this is not an expense, this is rather an investment. And basically, I was the other day I was listening to a story. It was not a case from our company, but it was from one of the finest copywriters in the world. He was mentioning that he actually he received $5,000 just to write the landing page of a company. And do you know why? Because he was even surprised. And once he had the deal, then when he contacted his client, basically he came to learn that later on the client invested that $5,000 that enabled him to make over $50,000, because your landing page is so very important. This is like your first identity. Your potential clients, your audiences, your visitors, they go there, they see, and the first impression is very important. And we are living in an era where the COVID, the pandemic, has changed the entire landscape. It has actually stopped many of the old opportunities to tap into, but it has created new opportunities as well. Because if we want to reach to the new destination, we need a new path. We need to be able to create a new path. And so it's not always very actually efficient, like to meet people face to face. We don't have time, we are busy, and COVID has restricted many of the people's movements around the world. And Facebook, your landing page, your social media pages, your YouTube channel, these are the actually medium people would love to have a look at that. And how does the narrative, your introduction look like, your company profile look like? Does it sound very professional? So that first impression, basically, it can either get you business, or it can stop your potential business. So there you go, that's the power of copywriting. And not only for writing sales copy, it also helps you write your social media pitches, your product description, your content development. And not only Barney, we have a bunch of other copywriters. Those are extremely good, and you can give it a try. Please go to our webpage, www.McAndrewLeadership.uk. There is a section called copywriting. You can have a look at that, and would like to take the humble opportunity to educate you actually on copywriting. So we don't have all the answers, but we are very actually humble to say that if you get your landing pages, products description, or even other sales copy written by professional writer, I think the return on investment would be unbelievably huge. You cannot imagine. So you can give it a try. And if you have any questions, please feel free to write here, or stay in touch, and our details are there on our webpage already. Thank you very much, Barney. So any other colleagues wants to talk about copywriting?
I was just going to say as well, just emphasize that it doesn't matter what sector you come from. It's, although we can adapt and tailor each copywriting piece of information we're giving over, or the teachings as well, it can be applied to every sector. So even if it's business or NGO, what we can provide is, it goes for either or. So yeah, don't think because we obviously specialize in NGOs and charities, it still applies to businesses and private sector.
Fantastic. That's a brilliant point. Thank you, Catherine. Okay.
I might just add just one more comment on copywriting. So our CEO there is suggesting you visit our website for more information on copywriting, www.McAndrewLeadership.com. You can go to the copyright section. There should be some more information for you if you're interested. But also at the bottom of that copywriting page, we have a link to a sort of downloadable document, which goes through what our CEO has previously referred to as the power of copywriting. So a document which just goes through quite comprehensively, just how powerful copywriting can be for your company as a tool. And so if you're interested to hear further about copywriting and the services we can provide for your organization, by all means do go to our website and download that document and have a read through, perhaps in your own time. I think there's a lot there that I think you will find interesting. So by all means do that.
Thank you, James. You repeated some of the core points that we mentioned. And repetition is the mother of learning. Thank you very much. Yes, our website is such a resourceful website, and we take pride in saying that some of the services, like our flagship, our premium services we offer, we don't mind giving you the key tactic already, so you can have a look at that. But if you want to go deep, please do contact us. And not only writing your sales copy, your content development. I think, for example, if you run an organization where you have over 2,000, 3,000, or 5,000 people, and you need to write strategic management message or operational message, whatever it is, if you want to get it written by some professional copywriters, basically that can make a huge difference, because language is so powerful. It can build, again, it can destroy. So enjoy the power of copywriting. And we are basically one of the very few organizations in the world. We are basically building, creating a movement, copywriting movement. We are teaching ourselves. We are equipping ourselves. We are learning more. We are competing ourselves, like what new copywriting tactics, insights we have, so that we can learn as a community, McAndrew Leadership copywriting community. And we are also inviting people to share their thoughts with us. And basically, this is such resource full, you cannot imagine, because we have uh, like number of materials in relation to copywriting. We are still in progress, but we are uh, very humble to say that we have a certain area of expertise in copywriting. We can take your visibility, your credibility, and your profitability to the next level. Thank you very much, guys, for your thoughts. Now we are moving on to our next premium service called corporate social responsibility. So Barney, I think, why don't you do the same, like for us? Maybe you can also take assistance from our webpage, if you wish. And I'm here. I'm happy to pop in. Sorry, you're muted, Barney.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sure. My bad. Yeah, sure. I'm happy to go through corporate social responsibility as well. Yeah, sure. So corporate social responsibility, it's now more than ever is becoming more and more important for all businesses to get involved in. And not just businesses, but then more importantly, charities, mosques potentially as well, and just groups throughout society, citizens, individual citizens as well, and just us as a collective as well. It's important for us all to get involved in that sort of thing. But what McAndrew Leadership offers is basically assisting you and your organisation, whichever sector you're in, with specific support in social responsibility and how you can really push through your social responsibility and be an ethical organisation, socially responsible organisation, and a sustainable organisation as well. So those are things that I think not only consumers are looking for and people just throughout the community are looking for, but also your employees as well. Your employees are always looking for specific ways in which you're being sustainable and socially responsible, because everyone wants to be part of that sort of organisation as well, and everyone wants to serve an organisation like that and be part of an organisation that says, yeah, so we're socially responsible, and we're helping others throughout the community and more broadly as well. So corporate social responsibility is basically, it's a concept in which companies will basically bring social and environmental responsibilities into their into their business operations, and then into interactions with stakeholders as well. So the main goal, the overall goal, is kind of to achieve a balance. So a balance between economic, environmental, and social imperatives. So while basically effectively addressing stakeholder expectations as well. So it's really trying to focus in on what you can do to be socially responsible, environmentally responsible, and economically responsible as well. So it's obviously very important to draw a distinction between CSR, so it's which can be like a strategic management concept, and charity or sponsorship or philanthropy. So charity can obviously increase the reputation of an organisation and really strengthen its brand as well. But social responsibility and corporate social responsibility goes beyond that. So it looks at many different areas. So as we said, economic, environmental, and social imperatives. And what we can do at McAndrew Leadership is really support you to find out where you can improve on your CSR work, where you can improve on your environmental sector, on your environmental policies, on your social policies, what the work you do within the community, and economically as well. And we can help you in each of those areas to really give you a strong basis to go out to your audience and say, this is what we do in each of these areas, and this is what we do beyond the main service that we provide. This is our sustainability, our social responsibility, and the work we do for the community as well. So McAndrew Leadership, so in terms of the CSR program that we provide, so it's based on the triple bottom line approach. So again, going back to the economic, social, and environmental imperatives that you want to achieve a balance of. So it's based on that triple bottom line approach. And so our approach has been demonstrated to be really successful as well. So for companies who want help in meeting their social and environmental standards without compromising their competitiveness, So we use that model as well as a framework really for measuring and reporting corporate performance against economic, social, and environmental performance as well. So it's a really important framework for doing that. So we really want to align charities and private enterprises and organisations throughout the community, even more locally as well, and just everyday citizens as well, to the goals, to the Sustainable Development Goals. So to the UN Sustainable Development Goals are obviously really key for countries, communities, cities, to achieve so many things that are really important for sustainable development and for future life as well. So we really put that at the focus of our corporate social responsibility and really help organisations to see what they can do to achieve those. So that's providing them with a more comprehensive set of working objectives as well than just focusing on profit. So we don't just want to focus on profit and economic value. We want to focus, as we said before, on social, environmental, and economic as well. So all three of them put together. So to be a really sustainable organisation, so obviously financial security is really important, but also positive environmental impacts are really important as well. And then acting in line with societal expectations, but then also supporting local communities as well. So what are you doing for your local area to really contribute to tackling the problems there as well and seeing what you can do for that? So just some of the sort of CSR issues that McAndrew Leadership works on and can support your organisation with. I'll just go through a few of them because there's quite a few there as well. But so that could be environmental management, it could be stakeholder engagement, labour standards and working conditions, gender balance, human rights, good governance, anti-corruption, whole range of things that we can give you really good support on to how you can be more socially responsible on each of those and really show your audience, your employees, your trustees and everyone else outside the organisation, the wider community and the wider world as well, why you're a really responsible organisation. So there's enormous benefits of CSR as well, and these are really key to emphasise. There is absolutely massive benefits to having really strong corporate social responsibility work. So for example, you can increase your sales and your profits, get increased access to capital and markets as well, and you can improve your productivity and have an improved brand image and reputation as well. So that could be on social media, so with a really wide range of people seeing the sort of work that you're doing. Enhance customer loyalty as well. And as we said before, so your employees as well will be really happy about working for you. So that could lead to improved productivity as well. And just generally best decision making as well. And then also just working towards goals that's not just focused around your company, but it's on the wider benefit as well for society, but also for your local area as well is really important to mention. So in terms of CSR services we provide, so it's we build the right capabilities in organisations, and we build the right capabilities in your organisation to be able to deliver really good CSR work. So support serving your organisation through making it ready for the future, and instilling a real philosophy of sharing between organisations and how we can work together to be able to achieve really important goals. Creating livelihood opportunities, striving for a greener planet and one that's more, wants to tackle environmental problems that we see around the world as well. Reaching out in times of crisis as well. So obviously the COVID-19 pandemic has really hit a lot of people really hard over the last year and a half. So that's something that can be included in corporate social responsibility as well in helping people recover from that. And then achieving more together as well and just working together again to achieve common goals. And then finally, that leads into the last and one of the most important ones is helping to deliver the Sustainable Development Goals as well, something that our organisation takes real pride in and real focus on as well, in trying to achieve those goals and working that into social responsibility policy to do that. So all I can say now is you can count on us. We've got a really good team of CSR experts and practitioners who can really help you to deliver really high-class programs and working objectives, implement those, and then report back to enhance your credibility, profitability, and then your visibility as well, and do that to the very next level. So if you choose McAndrew Leadership for your CSR services, we can absolutely guarantee that we'll give you really strong services from our CSR experts as well. So get in touch with us if you want to find out more about that and how we can help you to deliver that.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Barney. Yeah, I suppose like those who are watching live, or those who will be watching it later on, since we'll keep sharing, and I'm sure like they will be benefited out of this information that we have provided so far. And CSR, it's basically such an exciting tool. This is such a powerful vehicle which is capable of changing the game, your operation business. And it can take your actually credibility, your profitability literally to the next level. If you do corporate social responsibility in a sustainable way, instead of making it a PR marketing tool just to, enhance your visibility, and we are showing you how to do it in a sustainable way, right? And what's the value of making responsible investment and sustainable CSR promotion. And we have, as Barney was mentioning, we have a pool of CSR experts, and we are also connected with some of the top CSR training providers in the world, and we are also affiliated with a number of companies. And we are happy to customize your actually CSR work, given the vision, mission, organizational objectives, your business plan, and so on. But of course, we are here also to guide you to to help you uh, play a much bigger game, because CSR in no way it's all about just giving 5,000 blanket during the winter to pour people away. This is way more than that, right? And so we would also like to guide you how you can design your business in a socially responsible and environmental sustainable way. By socially responsible, we mean that your business activity should benefit the society, and by environmentally sustainable way, it means that your business operations don't cause any pollution. It doesn't harm the environment. So it's not theory, it's practical. We are going to give you new capabilities, new tools, and we can induct your core company staff on CSR, and we can also take some joint CSR initiatives. So please do contact us for your CSR needs. And I think we have a few ongoing collaboration already in some parts of the world, and we are happy to extend our collaboration on CSR, most importantly, across South Asia, because we are focusing to extend our CSR business in South Asia, in addition to our ongoing work. And we are also open to any new proposition you might have wherever you are, in North America, South America, Australia, or any part of the world. So thank you very much, Barney, again. And now moving on to marketing and communications. I suppose, James, you would love to take us through that bit. Over to you.
Sure thing. Yeah, I'd be happy to. That's all great stuff heard so far, both copywriting and CSR. One thing that I think should be clear, I think one thing that my colleagues Barney and Mustafa have made clear there, is that both copywriting and CSR are becoming bigger and bigger all the time. They really are on the rise in terms of sort of their importance within the world of not just within the NGO sector, but within the world of corporate business as well. So this is becoming more and more important all the time. And another area which is becoming more and more important by the day would be marketing and communications. So I'll tell you a bit about that now. This to be able to market, it really serves a vital role in business practices today. As I say, it is becoming more and more popular and more necessary, if you like, for some reasons I will go into later. So what is marketing? It entails sort of making your customers, your target audience, sort of aware of your products and your services. I mean, essentially, that is what marketing is. But it's more than that as well, because not only are you making them aware of your services and products, but you're then going on to try and convince them that these services, these products are, worth their time, worth their investment. And what you're even further than that, what you were trying to ultimately do is build up a strong relationship with your customers, with your target audience, a strong bond, if you like, and by extension of that, what you want to be achieving for yourself, the end goal is to build up a strong brand and a reputable brand for your organization. Again, this links in with what we've talked about previously, corporate social responsibility, as well as copywriting. So you can see how sort of all these areas all interlink with one another, and how they all support one another and strengthen one another. So all very important stuff. So with NGOs and non-profits, as opposed to sort of private organizations, these marketing principles are also relevant. You may think, this is all sort of business talk, and this is all to do with the private sector, and really there's no relevance to my my small town, sort of small scale NGO and non-profit. But that's not true. I mean, these marketing principles that I'm about to go through, they are very, very much beneficial and very much relevant to your NGO practice as well, to how you run your NGO as well. So I can go through a few reasons why this is the case. Sort of recent research and evidence has shown that sort of more market orientated organizations, which understand their target audience, know who they're targeting, know who they're trying to sell their product to, their service to, once again, who have built up a strong and thorough relationship with their customers, with this target audience, they have been shown to be the most successful of organizations, across the board. So there's a lot to learn here. Even if you're an NGO, sort of a small scale NGO, there's a lot to learn here. If you want to succeed as an NGO, there is a lot to take note of here, if you like. So we can sort of draw an analogy, sort of think of if you are an NGO, sort of think of your donors. You're trying to secure funding for projects, and so you'll be on the search for donors, right? Well, think of the donors like as if they're customers, right? Swap out customer for donor. Moreover, sort of swap out your product, if you like, for your service, for what it is that you as an NGO are trying to achieve. You can make this analogy. If you do it this way, you can see that actually marketing is very much relevant to your NGO as well. So I'll go into a bit of marketing. Give a sort of a brief outline of what are called sort of the 4 Ps of marketing, sort of the most relevant aspects of the marketing as a concept, and most relevant aspects of what we provide as the McAndrew Leadership, what the services within marketing that we provide, sort of most relevant to that as well. So the first P is product, and once more, if you're a business organization or a private organization, private business, you can think of your product obviously as the thing that it is you're ultimately trying to sell, right? But once again, if you're an NGO, if you're a non-for-profit, you can still think in terms of product, because once again, you're sort of swapping out the product here for your service, your cause, your idea, what it is that you as a NGO are trying to achieve ultimately. So in either case, product is key here, and it's something to be always thinking about. So what do we do with our product? Well, the first thing to do is one needs to sort of study modules that are adapted and adopted by sort of other organizations within your field, right? So if you're an NGO, you've got to look at other NGOs within your field, perhaps other NGOs which support the cause that you ultimately are trying to achieve, right? You got to have a look at them, and you got to see what it is that they have to offer, what it is that differentiates them, what it is that they're, what is their idea, what is their cause that they're trying to sell, what is their product, right? This is something always to think about, because we can learn a great deal from doing this, from conducting this research. What is it that makes them unique? And by extension of that, what is it that can make your NGO unique? What is it about your service, your product, your cause, your idea that can make you unique? So that will be the first P, that's product, and that's very important, something to always keep in mind. We then move to the next P, price. And this is a sort of, you can think of this in terms of sort of the budget, right? Again, going from a sort of an NGO angle, if you're an NGO or a non-profit, your price, your budget will be the amount that is requested by the donor that you're applying for funding with. They'll always want to know, if you're trying to support a particular cause, they'll always want to know what the predicted cost of that will be. And so you need to sort of have the ability to explain sort of what changes, well, first of all, what changes your cause will actually bring about, what changes your project will actually bring about, why it's worthwhile investing in to begin with. So establish that before anything else. But you then need to also be clear on the potential cost, the likely cost, the likely budget for carrying out this particular project, this particular cause. So again, it is beneficial, even if you are an NGO, it is beneficial to think of this from a business angle, or to maybe look at private business and see how you can adapt it to your own marketing strategies, right? Once again, we can sort of use analogies. In this case, the price is going to be sort of, or the budget rather for your project. You can think of it in terms of sort of the cost of an investment within the business world, right? In either case, this is something that is crucial to know, and really something that drives your operations, the operations of your organization. So once again, there are parallels here, and it's relevant whoever you are, whether private or NGO. So yeah, so much for the second P. We'll move on to the third. This is promotion, and this is where, again, we get into the area of CSR again and copywriting again, because it's very much supported by those two practices. And this is promotion, which is methods of communication. The methods of communication that you, as your organization wants to utilize to sort of market your organization. Once more, if you're an NGO, you can think of it in terms of the methods of communication that you can utilize to market your cause, to market your idea, what it is you're trying to achieve, and ultimately market your brand, how to sell yourself, provide information on your organization and what it is that you can achieve, what it is that you have to offer, what it is that you are passionate about, and so forth. So a few examples of these sort of materials, communicational materials to utilize. One would be the company website, and that's always a good start. And you can really, we provide services here at McAndrew that can really help your organization, your NGO, really create a very powerful and effective and impactful website. So, we have many talented people as part of the McAndrew family who can help you with this in particular, your website. It's always, top of the list, because you can really make a great difference. I mean, our CEO talked earlier about the one example of the one man being paid a rather generous sum of money, just because he was skilled enough. He was able to offer the service of creating an effective landing page on a website. And the reason for that is because so much can be done. So much can be generated through an effective landing page in a website. Again, websites really are crucial here. So that is one such example, and another is related to it, and that's social media. Again, very effective for promoting your organization. It's only becoming more and more effective and important and relevant all the time, because as the days, by the day, really, because as we know, we live in a very social media orientated society at the minute. I mean, that's just the facts. And, this can be a good thing. This can be a good thing if we sort of utilize social media in the best ways possible. And so again, that would be another example. Once more, the McAndrew Leadership have, we offer services that really can help you create impactful and meaningful social media content as well. So that would be promotion. That's the third P. And then the fourth P, the final P, this is place. And here we're thinking about the location of your organization. Again, coming from an NGO angle, non-for-profit angle, this is still relevant because, we talked of CSR rather, sorry. Talked about earlier. It's on the rise. It's getting more and more important all the time. Well, if we look at CSR and current CSR trends, we see that sort of most corporate donors who are sort of willing to support your organization if they see you sort of have good CSR practice, as was mentioned earlier. Most of them sort of they're always looking out for a good location for your organization, a good implementation site that is, close and convenient enough for them to sort of visit, monitor, and engage with the employees within. Again, think about it from an NGO angle. You're trying to implement a project. You're trying to secure funding for this project. Well, those funders, those donors, again, they're going to be, one of the first things they're going to be looking out for when they're deciding whether to invest or not is your location, is the location of your project, your implementation site. Again, is it close enough to them? Is it convenient enough for them to monitor, to visit? All important. So that's the fourth P. And once again, McAndrew have, we have a great number of skilled professionals within our team who can help you with this as well. So those are the four Ps, very, very important. So I've gone through a few ideas there with communications. I've gone through a few services that we provide. By all means, once again, go to our website if you want to know more. If you want to learn more, if you want to be sort of further your education on this. Again, whoever you are, whether you're a corporate entity, a private company, or whether you're as I say, a sort of a small NGO and a non-for-profit organisation, whoever you are, wherever it is you're located, east, west, north, south, by all means, reach out to us and get involved, because we really can help you. We can help, regardless of where you're coming from. So by all means, visit our website. That's again www.McAndrewLeadership.com. Head on to our marketing communications page, and there's a great deal of information there for you to sort of read in your own time and further your understanding. So there we are. That's marketing and communications. I'll allow see if my colleagues have anything to add.
Thank you very much, James. It's very useful. Colleagues, any further thoughts?
Just that there's a lot of overlap, isn't there, with marketing, copywriting, website. It all kind of comes down to selling the product. So I guess it's 3 services in one, in a way. So yeah, if you're getting copywriting, you're also getting marketing. If you're getting marketing, you might be getting like some website content. So yeah, I think it's definitely worth to have a look, see what we can offer, because I know you work hard on the website things, James, and yeah, it's definitely worth it. Have a look.
Well, thank you, and yeah, you're absolutely right. As I say, the sort of each one of these provide support and relate to one another. So again, you can think of McAndrew Leadership as an organisation that can cover all bases, and we sort of take a very holistic approach, a very sort of multifaceted, multi-layered approach towards helping your organisation. So yeah, by all means, do visit our website.
Thank you. I really enjoyed listening to you and thought like it's not bad if you keep going, James. But we understand like we have spent around 1 hour. Just my last comment on marketing and communication section. Obviously we want to let potential clients and our friends know that the power of marketing and communication is huge for your business. It doesn't matter you're representing a non-profit or for-profit entity. I think for your better prospecting, efficient following up, and very good presentation. I think here, obviously, our expert like team, like they can guide you going forward. And many of the descriptions are already there on our webpage, and of course, like you can get in touch with us, and we can help you develop your marketing and communication strategy, because your stand is your brand, right? And if people are not aware of your brand, why do you exist in the marketplace? I think it's in a way that we respectfully suggest you are doing a disservice to yourself. So enjoy the power of marketing and communication. We are here to serve, and we will share the web link again in the chatter, and feel free to get in touch. So moving on, donor mapping.
Yep.
Catherine.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the donor mapping. Why can't I say donor mapping today? Donor mapping. Keep saying donor. So I'm the donor mapping coordinator. So my job is, it's not so much the business development side, it's more so providing the, I guess it's the bits that you use towards the goal, rather than the wider picture, not the website, not moving the brand forward, but the niggly bits in between. So donor mapping, what that is finding, researching, compiling a list of different donors. So that can be from trusts, private companies, foundations, institutional donors. And what we can do with that then is we can make this relevant to your organisation. So it can be with your values, your location, and depending on what your project details are. So we're just a small team, but what we'll do is we manage these grants and the scholarships as well, of different amounts. So that'll then depend on your budget, the scale of your organisation as well, and where you will be working. So we can match these different size grants to your project. So we also cover different themes. So if you are focusing on an educational program, maybe women and gender, could be emergency food security projects as well. And as well, we've had a lot of COVID requests. So we've got a list here as well of different grants for COVID projects as well. So we're up to date, we're relevant. We can also as well specify to particular beneficiaries as well. So if you've got a project in Asia, we can then, if you need, specify further. So maybe you might want South Asia, focus again, we can get Bangladesh for you. So yeah, we've got a wide range of grants available that we can provide for you. So the service specifically, what we can do is we can compile a list of these donors already that we have ready for you, put them in a list and give them to you basically. But what you can do from there, once you've got this list, is you have a baseline there where you can work from. So I guess it's a sustainable way of building your own a database, I guess, from there. So you can use it in the future. And because a lot of grants, a lot of donors, they're quite particular in what they fund. So if you are a primarily health-based organisation, you're wanting to, you're looking for health issues across the world that you're trying to find solutions for. If the grants that we're giving you in our list, in our donor map, they will also be only focusing on health. So we can give you the information from there. You can write your grant, or we can write your grant, which is another service that we offer. You can write your grant from there, and then if you're unsuccessful, you still then have that donor's information that you can use in future. So yeah, and I think it's handy as well. If you're a small to medium organisation, it could be quite time consuming to do the research because they're everywhere. It does take a lot of time to try and find the right one. And it could be quite difficult to know where to look as well. So it's a time-saving resource that we can provide, really, I'd say. Yeah, it's not the service that I do. I don't think it's got much more to talk about, really. There's no intricate details. We provide you with a list of donors, list of grants, and you can do what you will with them. I imagine they'll all have time frames, deadlines. We'll order it as well. We'll make it in a nice format, easily readable. We can also, as well, if you're not sure on what theme you want to do, so if you're not sure if you want to do a WASH project, but you know what country, we can also provide a list of donors in a certain country, and then you can work from there to see what project best suits your values. So yeah, it's not just giving specific themes, it can be country as well. And that's my job at McAndrew, to provide that for you. The details as well of that are on the website. I know I can speak quite quickly, but yeah, McAndrew.uk, donor mapping services, and it'll give you a brief description of what it is there. I think there's examples as well of what the actual donor map will look like. There's 3 options, I think, so you can get a different amount of donors depending on how many you want to have a look at. And yeah, that's it for me, I think.
Thanks
I know
a lot, Catherine.
I've been told I speak quite quickly, so apologies for that.
I suppose you spoke quite.
It was over like that.
Yeah, no, not really. Actually, we understood. Thanks a lot, Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
So, any other colleagues want to add any points in addition to Catherine? James,
you're on mute, James.
You are mute.
Yeah, I knew that would happen at some point. Yeah, I think it's worth noting that we mentioned there or Catherine there mentioned sort of how we have sort of grants available from all manner of areas around the world, and that we have these, we have sort of databases, we have a very global reach, we have sort of a global database of funders, potential grants for your organisation. That's again, these grants are coming from all over the world, so very much a global reach, and I think that's something just important just to reiterate, because sorry, go on.
Sorry, James. I just want to stress as well that it's not just global developing countries. We also have a full list of UK donors as well.
Yes,
and again, that can be broken down into different parts of the country, be it Wales, England, Scotland, or certain areas, London specific, Manchester specific. We can provide that as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Also very important to make note of that, definitely, because whether you're an NGO based within the UK, whether it's a particular project you want to carry out in the UK, whether it's a project you want to, whether you're based in the UK but you want to carry out your project abroad or in the developing world, either way, we have funders and we have grants available for you. So once more, I know I keep saying this, I'm in danger of sounding like a broken record here now, but I just think it's important to stress, wherever you are in the world, UK, otherwise, East, West, Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, we're here to support you, and we're here to, in this particular case, we're here to provide your NGO with a good, suitable, reliable funder. And we're here to support your and try to help fund your project within wherever it is in the world, and wherever it is your project, whatever noble cause that your project is hoping to achieve. We're here to support you, and so once again, everyone's welcome. By all means, go to our website, reach out to us. We're here to help. So that's all I have to say there.
What I think's nice as well is there's no, in a business to business world where we work, there's not really competitors. So although in the charity sector, everybody wants to help everybody. I know maybe might not apply so much to the marketing, because obviously that can involve businesses, and my area is charities, but there's no competitors. Everybody wants everybody to do well. No one says, I don't want to give you that money, I don't want you to help those people. It doesn't work like that. So I think, yeah, we're more than happy. Like, we want to provide you with these donors, and we want you to succeed, and we want you to get these grants.